Hey guys, just figured I'd put a video on this awesome change that's going to be coming to Ret Paladins. So Blizzard put out a post yesterday on the forums, kind of detailing what they're, or I should say it's basically a sneak peek of what they're going to be doing with Ret. And from the sounds of it, it seems like it's going to be a pretty significant change, almost like a rework, kind of what they did with Shadow Priest last expansion. So let's kind of go over this blue post. And as we talk about this topic, I'm just going to throw some footage of me leveling my rogue, which is kind of a spoiler alert for, videos in the future. But before we do, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're doing a substantial rework to Ret Paladin tree in patch 10.0.7. Rebuilding the Ret tree from the ground up means significant changes ahead. However, the talent tree will not be available in our first PTR builds, so initial testing on the PTR will be missing the important context. Nonetheless, we're likely to share our main goals for Ret Paladin with you. Button bloat. Ret Paladins currently have a fairly large number of abilities, and some of these feel unnecessary and inefficient. We're working to tone this down and have a more focused set of abilities and cooldowns. Now, I don't really play Ret very much, but I can tell that, it's definitely a problem that they have. I know they're not the only class that has it. It seems like with the new talent trees, it just seems like everyone across the board has so many more buttons to push, especially Windwalker monks and Brewmaster. It's just crazy how many buttons they have. But anyways, that's really good that they're changing that. I like that. Stacking modifiers. There are currently several talents and abilities that provide stacking bonuses, which can make for a confusing and messy playstyle that deals extreme burst damage, but in return leaves your core abilities feeling unsatisfying and overtuned, or I should say undertuned. We intend to significantly change this. We want your core abilities to feel good and powerful when used in all situations. This doesn't mean we're reducing all elements to burst damage, but we want to make burst more purposeful and deliberate, while also allowing options to provide sustained damage. So that's another really awesome thing that they're addressing. I know a lot of Ret Paladins were complaining that outside of their burst windows, they feel like they just hit like a wet noodle, and it's just really not fun to play. So it's nice that they're going to be addressing that. It seems like they're going to be kind of toning back a little bit of their burst damage, and then kind of buffing up the damage that they do off their base abilities. So that'll be really nice to see. Survivability. Ret Paladins currently have one of the highest death rates across all forms of content. I did not know that, and that sounds terrible. It's almost like hunters right now. For plate wearing class with hybrid healing, that doesn't feel right. We're looking to strengthen them through a mixture of passive bonuses and improvements to active abilities and cooldowns, while keeping their degree of challenge that results from being a melee-based spec. So yeah, like I said, I did not know that, but that sucks. Yeah, if you're a plate class, you really should not be feeling squishy. You should be pretty tanky, I should say. Maneuverability. We recognize that there's an issue here and we hope to make some improvements. However, we want to set clear expectations. Ret Paladins should not expect to gain the mobility of rogues. And that's kind of funny. I feel like this whole mobility thing is just it's just one of those kind of dated gaming mechanic mantras that the devs just kind of feel like they have to hold on to. So many classes in this game have just a ton of mobility, and it almost feels like it's just one of those things where I think everyone should just have mobility. I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird that they hold on to that. But yeah, we'll see what they do, because I know with Death Knights they added the Death's Advantage, so maybe they'll add something like that. I don't know. Utility. The changes that Dragonflight brought to Ret have caused more conflict for players, forcing the Ret Paladin to choose between providing benefits to their group or benefits to themselves. This choice can be interesting, but due to the way that this has historically worked on Paladins, it hasn't felt right in Dragonflight. So we're looking to make changes here that allow you to feel good and improve your own damage, while also improving the group's benefits that you're used to. We're also looking into additional utility improvements for Paladins during the 10.0.7 test cycle. We're looking forward to hearing from you and your feedback on the points above, as well as anything else about Retribution Paladin that you'd like to share. Thank you. So overall, this sounds like a much needed change. I'm really happy that they're going to be doing this for Ret Paladins. I know Ret players have been asking for changes for years now, and it just seems like Blizzard really just hasn't hadn't had the time to do it, or their priorities were elsewhere. But yeah, I'm really happy for them. I Ret needed a change for sure, and it'll be pretty interesting to see what they do with Ret. I'm probably going to be trying to test it out on the PTR. Like, they said it's not going to be in the initial testing, but once they, actually put those changes into the PTR, probably at the end of it, I'm probably going to jump on there and try it out, and I'll probably put out a video, kind of my initial thoughts, and see what it's like. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on this initial sneak peek of what they're going to be doing with Ret? I don't even play the spec, and I'm really excited. I think it's going to be pretty fun, but either way, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And before we get out of this video, I just wanted to talk to you guys about my second YouTube channel. So yeah, I made another channel. This one is going to be focused primarily on just, other games, variety of games that I'm playing. Anything that's not World of Warcraft, pretty much. So once, Diablo 4 comes out, I'm going to start making Diablo 4 content over there. And, just any other game that I'm feeling in the mood to play. So if that perks your guys' interest, I would love it if you would go over there and, subscribe to that channel as well. All your guys' support really helps me out, and I really appreciate it so much. And yeah, again, thank you guys so much for checking out my video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.